I made this video to talk to a lot of Black Americans. I see a lot of hatred toward the Haitians from Black Americans, and I'm quite surprised. I'm actually very surprised because we are all the same. We're all in the same boat. The right supremacy, the people that are in powers, the elites, they don't love you guys neither. Just like they treat Haitians bad, they treat Black Americans bad too. And we're all brothers and sisters, whether it be Haitians, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, we're all brothers and sisters. We was all in slavery. The white man treat us all bad.
Say it with your chest.
Welcome to the Chesley Major channel, Chesley Major Media. I'm your host, Chesley Major, and we about to get into it in a major way. Let's go.
Who was born in the United States. I'm not Somalis, I'm not Haitian, I'm not Jamaican. I was born and raised in the United States. My parents are foundational Black Americans. These white liberals all on the internet saying, what are you talking about? Y'all black and brown. I'm not fucking black and brown. I'm a Black American. When I fought for this country, I didn't fight for Africa. So I'm not an African American. I am a Black American. A proud American. Just because I look like some of the Haitians, it doesn't mean a fucking thing, man. Temporary means temporary. And that's all to it.
I know y'all nervous about going back to your homeland. I know some of y'all are sad, depressed, anxious, confused, don't know what to do right now. But remember this though, Haitians. Remember 1804. Remember that one hit that y'all had in 1804. Y'all can make another hit. See, I used to say y'all was one-hit wonders. But I don't believe that no more. I believe a lot of you Haitians that was here in America, I think y'all picked up a lot of game. And I think the game that y'all picked up in America, y'all gonna translate it to Haiti. Reason why I say that because y'all told Black Americans that y'all are better than us. Y'all are more educated than us. Y'all know more than us. Y'all doing better than us. Y'all have more things than us. Y'all accomplish more than us. So with all that being said, bring that to your homeland. A couple of you Haitians called us dirty Black Americans. The clean Haitians. Go back to Haiti and show them how to be clean out there. Clean them up. Show them how to properly bathe and wash. See if you can bring some products down there to Haiti from America and show them how to smell good and feel good. Y'all talk about our food here in America. A lot of Haitians always complain about soul food, how our food nasty. Well, guess what, Haitians? Teach the people in Haiti how to feed themselves without eating mud biscuits, or better known as dirt cookies. Teach them that. Teach them how to eat properly. And everything will be fine in Haiti. Cause y'all showed me waving them Haitian flags, talking about Haiti is better than America, saying how the white man gave Black Americans everything. But prove it to us when y'all go back to Haiti. Prove it to us. And I believe everything y'all say. But anyway, Haitians, everything will be just fine. Bring a Haitian flag, bring all the things that you have in America back to Haiti.
I've never heard Black Americans talk like this to any group. Have y'all heard? Okay, so again, this sort of conversation, this tongue lashing is reserved for racists. Okay? And so for Black Americans to be talking to another group of Black people with this sort of, how should I say, savoir-faire, which is not the appropriate word, but basically it's animosity. It says a lot about the relationship that foundational Black Americans have with Haitians in particular. What have y'all done to them? Okay, because I don't have a lot of Haitians around me. Okay, I live in Texas, we don't have Haitians. But these folk here, okay, And I'm just checking the temperature, and it is hot. Matter of fact, it is cold, okay? And we have to ask ourselves, what went wrong? What went wrong? Why? Shout out to Fuqua. Why?
Dr. John Henry Clark said it, and it's still true today. We have no friends. And when I say we, that's not just foundational Black Americans. It also includes the brothers and sisters from the diaspora who are fed up with how tribalism and tetherism destroyed Africa and the Caribbean's chance to gain real power. The people trashing foundational Black Americans lately, the ones who are hollering about the end of TPS, these people were not helping us to fight white supremacy to begin with. They certainly weren't helping forward Black empowerment. Whether it makes people uncomfortable or not to admit it, the loyalty system in Africa and the Caribbean is broken. That's why there's no unity there. It's every man for himself. And they brought that here. You got enclaves in the U.S. where the only thing that they could agree on was ingratiating themselves with white power at FBA's expense. But it wasn't foundational Black Americans who ended TPS. It was the very white power structure that so many of these immigrants thought that they were a part of. Shouldn't that be who they focus their anger at? But even now, they're unable to do it. They're not going to do it. Now, people like that so-called Dr. Gabot in Massachusetts, who was talking about immigrants built America, among other delusions. These individuals are saying that people aren't sleeping very well tonight. Well, it's a fact that Black immigrants make up a disproportionate number of the Congressional Black Caucus. All of these Black immigrants and children of immigrants that these white political parties put in power, where are they at now? Seriously, has anyone seen Westmore caping for immigrants this week? How about Ilhan Omar, or Joe Negussi, or Stephen Horsford? Oh, they had a whole lot to say prior to this. They were bragging about being the children of immigrants. They were flying that foreign flag high and proud. But now everybody's keeping their heads down. I don't see any of these political chumps sticking their heads up, not even the tether supreme Barack Obama himself. And it's been precisely these do-nothings who a lot of these immigrants have been oh so proud of because they thought these guys were proof that immigrants were doing better than foundational Black Americans. That's where you got people like the folks that we've been highlighting for the last week or so. People claiming that, oh, well, we work harder than you guys do. And why, look at how much progress we made in just one generation, etc. Even though you look at their country for the last 200 years and you've seen none of that. But most of all, they thought that the ascension of these cherry-picked immigrants in politics was proof that the white power structure would help to replace foundational Black Americans. That's why when that Gabot woman was yelling her head off about how immigrants built the country, how could she say that when she herself just got here? You see, so many of these immigrants refer to the civil rights movement and the abolitionist movement when none of their folks were even in the country until after the civil rights movement was over. But they reference it nonstop anyway, as if it was their personal experience. And that's because, as we've seen with the Congressional Black Caucus, they're willing to repeat the lie that America is always making progress on race, and most importantly, they oppose reparations. So they understand exactly the game that they're playing. They're going to be the black faces trying to palm themselves off as specifically foundational Black Americans and absolving America of all of its crimes when nothing's been done at all. The CBC and their well-wishers fight against everything that we've fought for. And for a time, it seemed like white power was content to play along with them. But now, white supremacy's yanking back everything that it gave them, cutting off the government programs, and I'm not hearing all that bragging anymore. And they clearly understand that they can't go to any of these immigrants in government. The same broken loyalty system that was rampant at home, they brought that here too. Dr. Claude Anderson has often talked about what he calls inappropriate behavior. By that he usually means in terms of group economics, don't spend your money with people who are anti-Black. But he also means it in terms of our response to crises. Because while things have been going straight to hell for Haitians, what has the response from Haitian activists been to all this?
Then sings my soul.
Family, this is not just inappropriate, this is impotent. You know, the Bible talks about wailing and gnashing of teeth. Well, in this case, it's just wailing. I suppose if any of those ICE agents aren't wearing hearing protection, this guy could get them to go away, but this is not a plan. When you're facing a crisis, that's not the time to be belting out a few notes. But I guess for a lot of these guys and these immigrant activist groups, they're trying to do their own imitation of what they think foundational Black Americans have done during the Civil Rights Movement, all of that singing, we shall overcome, etc. These guys don't even know that that playbook is so out of date, it's not even funny anymore. What's going on right now was decades in the making. This didn't just happen with Trump's second term. Hell, he was already telling them during his first term that he was teeing them up for exactly this outcome.
Boy, they ended temporary protective status for the Haitians. Did y'all see that, family? They ended temporary protective status for the damn Haitians, and guess who they got mad at? Guess who they got mad at? Okay, the white folks, they cut off their temporary protective status. They out here kicking in their doors, deporting them. Guess who they mad at, family? I'm gonna let y'all guess in the comment section. Okay, they've been ranting all week. Guess who they ranting about? You think they ranting about the white folks? Oh, no, yeah. There you go. They ranting about us. It's our fault. It's foundational Black Americans' fault. Okay? Not the folks who got their homeland in shambles. Not the people who ended their temporary protective status. Okay? Not the people who kicking in their doors. Not the people who pulling out whips on them at the borders in Texas. No, it's our fault. It's our fault. So you've been having a lot of Haitians. Oh, they're so mad at us this week. Oh, they're so mad at us. Oh, you FBA niggas, you are next. Oh, they selling wolf tickets. They've been selling wolf tickets all week. You niggas is next. They gonna get you. You FBAs is a part of white supremacy. All because white folks ended their temporary protective status. Something we ain't got shit to do with. And what they're mad about is foundational Black Americans are just saying, we just like, hey, man, hey, don't let the door hit you on the way out. We ain't getting in the way. We ain't putting on the cake. We just like, hey, man, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
So right now, all across the internet, it's a lot of smoke for Black Americans coming from the Haitians, as if Black Americans are giving them the boot, when that's far from the truth. Black Americans ain't got nothing to do with Haitians being kicked out of this country because their TPS is up. We literally fought for these people to be in this country, and we literally voted in a majority collectively so they could stay in this country. Not me, but the majority of Black Americans. Meanwhile, a lot of them voted for their own demise. You dig what I'm saying? And right now, as we speak, you got 10 countries that don't want no parts of Haitians. I'm talking about Jamaica, Bahamas, Guyana, Chile, so many other countries, Mexico. I mean, they got nothing but complaints and nothing but smoke. Canada, they don't want no parts of Haiti. Then you got people like Megan Ku Klux Klan Kelly talking major. I'm talking about major shit about the Haitians, talking about how they eat cats and dogs and they crashing up cars in Ohio. I mean, she literally went viral for saying, go the F back to your country. We don't want you here. But where's the smoke? Where's the smoke for them folk? See, what I've come to learn is these people ain't got nothing but jealousy for FBA. Just like the rest of the POCs, just like the rest of the model minorities. They don't really got no love. As soon as they got over here, the first thing a lot of them did was look for a white man. As soon as they jumped off the goddamn plane, where's the white man? Where's the white women? You feel me? And now that they getting the boot, we just saying, hey, don't let the doorknob hit you or the good Lord split you. We ain't actually pushing the button. Them people pushing the button, and they pushing the issue because they no longer want you in this country. But it's not just America. Haiti's like the ugly duckling of the Caribbean. Nobody in the Caribbean. St. Kitts don't want them there. They literally said they'll take other people and other immigrants, other deportees, but they won't take Haitians. And I sit up and I watch some of the things that's going on in Haiti, and you got Barbecue and his gang fighting against the government, and the government, they won't go arrest him. He's had a warrant for 2 years, and he just sitting around kicking it like soccer, like it ain't nothing. Why y'all talking shit about black Americans and how we got gangs, but black gangs don't run this country. The white people that's kicking your ass out does. Why y'all worried about TPS status over here and talking crap about black Americans? Meanwhile, Haiti looks like a shithole. I'm talking about the whole island is just torn, tattered and torn. You got certain parts like, what is it, Cap Haitian, where in Cap Haitian, it's a little better. But if you still look at the infrastructure, it's trash everywhere. The infrastructure is bad. The place is filthy and nasty. Majority of the folk look dusty as This is a culture thing. This has nothing to do with black Americans. Look, I totally understand these other countries have a hand in Haiti's unfortunate situation. But what are Haitians going to do about it? Besides, get online and keep talking shit about black Americans. At some point, you got to take control of your own destiny. You got to go back to Haiti and put down on barbecue, put down on the government, and start building back Haiti. It's got to start somewhere. At some point, you got to go do that. When? I mean, no better time than now. You think you're going to get another extension and keep getting these extensions? Before you know it, it's 2030 and you ain't went back and invested and built nothing in Haiti. And Haiti's suffering. The Haitians are suffering. The kids, the school system, damn near the entire island. So at some point, you got to go back. And no better time than now. This is the time. And, you know, I hear some of you guys say, hey, it's going to be a good thing for some of you to go back. I agree. You're going back with some skills that you got from America. You should be going back with some tangibles. Take that stuff back with you, along with some soap, some deodorant for all the must and dust, and build back Haiti. And stop talking shit about black Americans. But anyhow, anyway, anywho, thanks for all that you do. Leave a comment down below. Click that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you on the next one. Easy.